Welcome back, and today we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen episode 12. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 12 of Jujutsu Kaisen was a very good episode. Now, I do have to say, when I was coming into this episode, I fully expected Itadori to talk his way into Junpei's mind and kind of break him down and make him see the light, make sense out of everything that he's doing, and kind of convince him to stop, right? To become one of the good guys. You know, go to Jujutsu Tech, have a good old time, have a great summer, be a great sorcerer, right? That's initially what I thought was going to happen in this episode. But no, they kind of flipped it a little bit, right? Well, initially it did start that way, right? And I was kind of rolling my eyes at everything that was happening because one, Itadori versus Junpei, cool fight. I liked it, but I was wondering, is Itadori really this weak? Like, he's been training under Gojo himself, and he's struggling with somebody that just learned Jujutsu like 30 minutes ago, right? Now, I know Mahito did say that Junpei was like a genius, you know, he has talent, but still, like, you would think Itadori will be able to do better. But it turns out he was kind of holding back. He was really trying to do what we've seen a million times happen before in other shonens. He was trying to convince Junpei to kind of join Jujutsu Tech, kind of come to the good guys, become a sorcerer, right? And that's when the whole episode kind of did a 180, kind of flipped everything on his head, and I loved it. When Mahito showed up, I was like, ooh, it's about to go down, right? I thought Mahito was going to encourage Junpei to, you know, oh no, you need your own, you know, you gotta get revenge for your mother, kill the sorcerer that did all of this. But no, it's just seeing Mahito and how evil he truly is, right? He just transformed. Junpei made fun of him while doing so. It was messed up. It was purely just evil. And then finally, when we see Itadori kind of breaking down and begging Sukuna, right, that he is willing to do whatever it takes to have Junpei come back, right, to cure Junpei. And I'm pretty sure Sukuna could do it, right? I'm thinking he could. And Sukuna just said, nah, I ain't doing none of that, and started laughing at Itadori. I love that. I love a good villain, and seeing Sukuna and Mahito, both of them just laughing at Itadori's misery, is pure evilness, and I loved every second of it. I really am digging Mahito as a villain. I can't wait to see more. I'm sure he's not going to like die anytime soon. He might get hurt now that Nanami came into the fight, but I don't think he's going to die. I hope he doesn't. I really want to see more of Mahito. Now, the one thing I am kind of like bummed about is, and I hope I'm wrong on this one as well, is that even though I love what Sukuna did in this episode, just seeing how evil he is compared to Itadori, right, who he just wants to save people, and Sukuna could care less. I love Sukuna, but I do feel like later on in the anime, or at the very least in the manga, like Sukuna is going to become one of the good guys. He's going to have that great friendship with Itadori. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I can just see that happening, right? Kind of like how the Nine Tails and Naruto, how they, you know, they hated each other, or at the very least the Nine Tails hated Naruto and everything. But at the end of the series, you know, they were like the best friends, right? They were like the best friends forever. But you know, hopefully Jujutsu Kaisen does it different, and if it does, I'm greatly going to enjoy it, because I am thinking about reading the manga after this season is done, because I do like the characters, especially Mahito, Nanami, Gojo, Getao. I do like those side of the characters, and I definitely want to know more about them. But essentially, again, this whole episode was really just Itadori going ham after losing Junpei, and I mean, I thought for real that he was going to destroy Mahito, right? I really did think, oh, this is it. Like, Itadori's gonna have like a huge power up, and seeing just how angry he was and how he was going to kill Mahito, it was awesome. The animation, I mean, do we really have to talk about the animation? Studio Mappa, they're killing it. They did it with God of High School, phenomenal animation, and they're doing it with Jujutsu Kaisen. Again, phenomenal animation. One thing I love seeing in animes like this, when they start fighting, one thing I pay attention to is whenever they're flying and running and how fast they're moving, I like to pay attention to the hair, and the fact that the hair was moving and the dust, everything just looked so fluid. I absolutely loved it. I mean, the animation 10 out of 10. We can't even, you cannot argue that, right? So that was awesome. But really the fight between Mahito and Itadori was awesome. You know, Itadori was definitely hitting Mahito because he was able to hit his soul, because we know that Itadori, since he has Sukuna inside of him, he kind of understands the soul a little bit, right? Because he has his and Sukuna inside of him, so he can kind of see the boundaries. So it's kind of like his natural enemy. Itadori is essentially Mahito's natural enemy. He was able to hurt him, and I mean, the scene where Mahito touched Itadori and kind of went to talk to Sukuna, right? I'm guessing he tried to change his soul, and Sukuna kind of put a stop to it, right? Like he brought him to his domain, I'm guessing, and he's like, yo, what are you doing? That you dare touch my soul? I thought Sukuna was gonna step in and just destroy this kid for even touching his soul. That's not what happened. You know, he gave him like a little pass, right? He gave him a little pass. I guess he respected for what he did and stuff like that, because he was laughing at Itadori, so he gave him a pass. That was awesome. But I really do want to know more about Sukuna and what his ambitions are, right? Like, does he just want to destroy the whole world? Is that his ambition? Like, I'm pretty sure there's more stuff in there, right? He has that pact with Itadori, and it seems like Mahito doesn't know, right? Because that's what he's trying to do this whole episode. He's trying to get Itadori and Sukuna to make a pact, but that's already been done, right? That's already been done. So I'm wondering what's Sukuna waiting for, right? Because he can say that word, he'll take over Itadori, and then he can do whatever he wants for what, like 3 minutes? So I don't know what's going on there. It seems like there's no communication between, you know, Mahito and Sukuna and stuff like that. It seems like maybe even Sukuna doesn't even want to deal with Mahito and his little friends, right? Like, he's trying to do his own thing. Maybe he has his own plan, you know, working on something else. Who knows, right? Who knows? But I do want to know when Sukuna does come out because of that pact that he made with Itadori. I am wondering what's going to happen. Now, next episode is probably going to be action-packed as well, right? Because we know that Mahito, he definitely got serious at the end when Itadori was just beating the crap out of him. I thought he was going to be it, right? He was just in shock how powerful Sukuna was, right? Like, I'm guessing that's why he was just standing there taking the beating, because he was just so, like, entranced seeing Sukuna right in front of him that he just got lost, right? And then Itadori got like the opening to beat him up a little bit, but he really didn't do anything, right? He really just got a bloody nose. That's the best he did. So next episode is gonna be Nanami and Itadori versus Mahito. That's gonna be badass. I cannot wait to see it. It's gonna be great. And again, the animation is probably going to be top tier. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode. And like always, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.